Hello, hi, this is Arvind here. Let's look at the market view and trade setup for the August monthly expiry. So looking at the Nifty daily chart, we opened gap down on Friday and we recovered some of the gains. And in terms of support, I think 16,370 is a very good support. That's where we opened and we started going up. So as long as we don't breach Friday's low, I think Nifty can try to test 16,570 zones. We might even open around here. A gap up is expected. So a gap up may get sold into. If it gets sold into, it may come and take support at 16,450 zones, right? So if you're already long in Nifty, I think it's good to take some profits off if there is no follow through. Probably in the first 15 minutes, if there is no follow through, try to book some profits and try to buy again close to Friday's low, which is around 16,400 is a good buy zone in Nifty, right? So I'll be a buyer around here, or if it breaks out around this 16, say 580 to 600 zones, then it might retest the previous all-time high around 16,700, right? So I'm personally carrying Nifty calls September expiry. So if at all it's opening with a good gap up and moving up, then probably I'm at trail may stops. I think it's good to buy on dips if you're taking a fresh entry, right? But if it breaches Friday's low, I think we can initiate some short positions. I think it may see some follow through towards 20-day MA, which is around 16, 160, 170 zones, right? So this is a shorting opportunity. If at all there's a hourly closing below Friday's low, right? That is the trade setup. So short below here, and you can attempt some long positions if it sustains above 16,400 with a say 30-40 point stop loss, right? That is the trade for Nifty. But I think on a positional basis, there is a good chance it may reattempt a test of the previous high 16,700 if this, as long as this holds, right? So this is a very strong support at 16,200 on the positional basis. It has to hold above this for any kind of recovery, right? That is the view on a positional basis. But with this being a monthly expiry, I think there could be very high volatility. So just be cautious. There could be some sharp dips or sharp rallies intraday. So just need to be prepared for that. So 60 RSIs could be acting as a support. So it could coincide with 20 DMA. So as long as this holds, we can maintain a positive bias. That is buying on dips. But if it closes below 20 DMA, the whole story will change. It will be sell on rally. That we'll see if that happens. On the Bank Nifty, this is the weaker index. It's already closed below 20 DMA. It's formed a spinning top. So no clear direction as such. As long as it stays above if the Friday's low, I think it's good. It can attempt to test 35,400 zones. That is the next supply zone. So if it sustains about this, I may try to initiate some long positions with a say 70, 80 point kind of a stop loss. But again, if this breaches, this could come down to next major support. Next support is somewhere here, say 34,600 zones. That could be the support zone for Bank Nifty. On the downside, it may even go up to 34,400 zones. So the levels I'm looking for in Bank Nifty. So I would probably look to buy the Nifty than the Bank Nifty. This looks a little bit weak, but if it closing about 20 DMA, that is 35,400, like 450 to 500 zones, that could be a fresh buying opportunity in Bank Nifty, right? So looking at the US markets, Dow Jones actually recovered pretty well. It's a good trend reversal from lower end of the Bollinger Band, and it has recovered pretty well. You can see S&P 500 has closed about 20 DMA, though Dow Jones has not. But this is a good sign. I think it may again make a move towards the previous all-time high. And the same thing with Nasdaq, also is closed about 20 DMA, which is a positive sign, right? So there's no issues with the US markets. So the trend is clearly up. SGX Nifty is indicating a gap up, good recovery on Friday closing at the highs of the day. So if at all we open flat around here, it's a good gap up of 70, 80 points for us. So good to book some profits on long positions. But ideally, the trade setup looks like it will retest the previous high, 16,700 zones could be retested if this momentum sustains, right? So on a sectoral front, in fact, last week I spoke about FMCG giving a breakout. And I also mentioned stocks like HUL, Dabur, um, Marico. I hope you got some good trades there because we also booked some good profits. I'd given some trading recommendations to my clients also, but this was a beautiful breakout. This candle, I hope many of you made money in this. Asian Paints also was a good trade setup. So all these calls I'd given my clients. So in terms of sector, if you're chasing momentum, maybe FMCG and IT could be good sectors to chase because IT looks like it's poised to another say record high, but it's already overbought kind of it's like very overextended, so risk to reward may not be in favor. But if you're an intraday momentum chaser, I think this could be a good sector to watch for. And on the downside, pharma and metals had a big fall. And if you're an investor for long term, I think it's good to keep accumulating these stocks, good quality stocks for a long term investments basis, or even on a positional trading basis, like like 2-3 weeks time, or even uh, 2-3 months time. You can definitely expect good recovery on both these. Even metals is tested the lower end of Bollinger Band, right? So stocks like Tata Steel corrected like 9% on Friday. So good to start looking at buying opportunities on a positional basis. Keep adding for a positional basis. Even if it falls, say another 5%, you can add more, right? That is the view on the sectoral what I'm looking for. All right. So if you interested to subscribe to my live Telegram support, you can check out the link in description, or you can also email or contact me by WhatsApp. Thanks for watching. Have a good week ahead. Take care and bye bye.